man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, man. Jaron Ennis, he got Sergey Lipinets out. What was that? The 6th round? Let me double check. We got the computer right here, man. Y'all know Saturday night is going up in the tools that we're drinking. Got him out there in 6. He hadn't been past 6, and some people thought and he wasn't, he's going to have a tough time with Lipinets, but I knew, I don't know what round I picked. I think I said about 7th, 8th, but I knew that this dude was a fucking animal, man. But let's talk about that. But first, let's talk about the Joe Smith Jr. fight, and we talk about a couple other fights as well, too, man. And FN Jaway got a big knockout. I don't know the guy he was fighting, because I was watching the Jaron and Costas fight, but shout out to FN Jaway, Coach K, all those dudes over there, man. They doing a great job. FN Jaway looking a lot more comfortable in the ring. So look forward to him giving heavyweight mix. You've seen Top Rank trying to monopolize the division. They got a few fighters over there. Valdez, Big Baby Anderson from Toledo, Tyson Fury. Him and AJ supposed to be fighting. I heard it's pretty much done. I forgot to talk about this morning. I heard it's pretty much done for Saudi Arabia, so expect an announcement. But yeah, Jordan Costas and what was the cod he was fighting? I don't want to disrespect his name. I don't want to disrespect his name. So I think it was Jonathan Rodriguez. Yeah, he's fighting Jonathan Javier Rodriguez. Man, I thought that fight could have went either way. I think the knockdown was the deciding factor. But Jonathan Rodriguez, man, amazing fighter. I thought he was going to get knocked out after the knockdown, especially after some of the body shots late. But he had a second win. He was in great. He was in great shape, great condition. I know a lot of people were telling me that. I know Herb, shout out to Big Herb on Twitter, man. He was telling me that he didn't think Jordan Costas, and obviously I'm throwing in Jonathan Rodriguez, can deal with Estrada or Chocolate. I think he could. I think Jordan Costas showing a great chin. I'm not really concerned about power because Estrada ain't a power puncher. I think he could. I'm not saying he would win, but I think he'd be competitive. But Jonathan Javier Rodriguez was amazing tonight, man, and I definitely want to see him again. I definitely want to see him do it again. But he got 2 losses. Who gives a fuck? He's an amazing fighter. He also lost a split decision to Jose Martin Estrada Garcia. So come on, could have went either way. And I think Mexico, y'all got another tremendous fighter right there in the Vetez and Canelo Alvarez, Estrada. I mean, it's a great. Mexico keep pumping them out. You see, Puerto Rico kind of got hiatus, but you got Berlanga, you got a couple other people. But Mexico just keep fucking pumping them out, man. I got another, I think a great fighter. I think he'd be a world champion as long as a lot didn't get took out of him in this fight. But first time he been on the ground. Then you had Delorme and old boy. I thought Delorme got robbed. I thought Delorme outboxed him. I thought he won like 7-8 rounds, bro. Delorme fought this Lithuanian cat. Stenanos. I didn't watch it with the sound on, so people get mad when I admit this. Stenanos. I thought Delorme won enough rounds in the beginning, maybe 7-8 rounds. I didn't score. I was just watching. I thought he won enough rounds to beat that guy. He beat that guy. Got robbed, and that guy ain't shit. Good average fighter, stiff, flat-footed, fool for anybody. They can put him in there with Ennis nest. He gonna get stopped, or he gonna get beat up badly. I really thought he won that fight, man, and hopefully Delorme don't retire, but he won that fight. That Menestin on this guy, he didn't win that fight, bro. Delorme boxed him, sticked and moved, did his thing. That's just my opinion, but that fight wasn't close. I watched it without sound. But everybody gonna have their opinion. I thought Delorme won that fight easy, man. Unfortunately for him, he wasn't a house fighter. And his opponent, let's take a look at him for a minute, man. His ops, running from the ops, selling that we rock. He was 12-0. 13-0, 9 knockout. I wasn't impressed. It's too stiff. Had to be. He was big, though. He was big, but robotic. I don't see him going nowhere unless he improve a lot. And that's no disrespect. I don't know him, but I thought Delorme did enough to win. He was agile. He was scoring. house fight. Boxing is just a disgrace, and it's always been like that. I can't say, well, back in the day, they didn't have robberies, or they didn't have house favorites, but I'd be fucking lying. I got my Thomas Hearns shirt on today. Shout out to Tommy Hearns, man. And I am from Detroit, for those who don't know. But talk about Joe Smith Jr. Little Joe. I take. I thought Joe Smith Jr. lost today, and I had nothing against Joe Smith Jr. I liked him a lot. I thought old boy did enough to peel his muffin cap back black blue. I really did. I thought Joe Smith Jr. lost. I don't think it was robbery. He could have went either way. He landed some good punches in the fight. A maximum of Vlasov, I thought he won. I thought he won, in my opinion. He was boxing. He was hurting Joe Smith Jr. But you know what? His irky jerky movement, he put aggressive in it. But he didn't have enough mustard on the shots. He didn't put enough mustard on the shots. And if he did sit there and throw a shot, had to worry about Joe Smith Jr. Coming back with a huge left or right hand. And what happened there was Joe Smith Jr. for the most part, he just threw punches and got reckless and didn't have no respect for Vlasov power. But Vlasov, hit his eye, outboxed him, But now since Canelo Triple G won, they want to score the aggressor. But I thought Delorme outboxed the Lithuanian cat. I thought Maxim Vlasov outboxed Joe Smith Jr. He didn't win. Why? Like Delorme, I thought won. I thought he won by maybe 1 or 2 points, maybe 3 points at the most. But they was gonna give it to the house fighter. To me, Joe Smith Jr. he ain't that good. He ain't improved like people said he is. His corner calling for head movement, his head stay on the line. There's no disrespect. I like Joe Smith Jr. I just thought Maximus Vlasov was the better fighter today. But like I said, I can't call it a robbery. I thought it could have been 1 point, 2 point, either way. Thought a draw would have been fitting, but people talking about he could be Arthur Better BF. Let's see it. Better BF getting older. Joe Smith Jr. younger fighter, 31 years old. But I do think Maximus Vlasov should have won that fight. Angles, touching him, hurt. He was hurting him too, to be honest, on that hurt eye. I thought Maximum Vlasov was the guy, but thought he won tonight. But, it is what it is, man. Congratulations to him. I'm saying it's robbery, but great for him, man. But then you had Jaron Ennis taking on Sergey Lipinets. I seen Lipinets say on ES News that, he was going to take the fight. He said he wasn't scared. He said yes, and he got plummeled from Paul. He didn't win a round. He didn't win a second in that fight. Even when he hit Boots, that hook he hit Boots with, Boots rolled with it. And Boots was just switching. He said he don't even know when he switched. He just beat him, A lot of people was hoping and praying that Boots won't be that good. Boots the goods, You see it. I think he's ready for a world title shot. I love Crawford, love Earl Spence game, love Ugas, but, I think naturally Earl Spence got the best matchup with him. See Gary Anton Russell push him back. I think, and that's the amateurs. I think Earl Spence applying pressure on him. Body work is how you're going to beat him, but he going to frustrate you because he big as Earl Spence, longer than Earl Spence, taller than Terrence Crawford, longer than Terrence Crawford. I think one of Ennis' best contributions is going to be, forcing them dudes to unify. You know what I'm saying? Because don't none of them guys want to see him. To be honest, Earl got the style of Crawford. Crawford going to have a tough time with that. He young. He don't have no fear. He don't have no boundaries. But just to be on the safe side, you probably want to, get him rounds. Get him with somebody, another durable guy. But he's going to be a problem at multiple weight classes. He's going to be a problem. And you talk about next opponent. Maybe I would hate to see him fight Rashidi Ellis too early, but maybe Ellis. Maybe Kell Brook and Mir Khan. I think Conor Ben getting Mir Khan. Maybe Kyle Velasquez. Averizian. We know Thurman and Porter are not going to fight him. Porter done fought everybody. For us to ask Porter to do something else, Keith Thurman should step up and fight him, but we know he's not. He only fight Ennis. He don't want to fight Spence. Custio Clayton will be a great opponent. Averizian will be a great opponent. But then, Conor Bid in this day, Rashidi Ellis coming up. We're going to have some good fights in this division once Earl Spence and Crawford fight, man, if they do or don't fight. But, for the most part, Ennis couldn't handle the height, the length. Lipinets can handle the height, the length. Couldn't handle the right or left coming over the top. Couldn't handle the jab. Couldn't handle the body work. He fought like a warrior, even though that wasn't a knockdown. But then in his punch variety, he was using overhand right, overhand left, jab to the body, right to the body, hooks. He used hooks that much, but uppercut was the punch that really did it. And then, hit Ennis with that uppercut, and he finished off with a couple punches. That's for the most all he wrote. You know, Ennis was bigger, athletic, stronger, and Lipinets couldn't get a straight jab going. Power wasn't effective. You know, this is just bad matchup. You know, Sergey Lipinets, man. Sergey Lipinets took his dimensions. 5'7", 67-inch length. Jaron is 5'10", 70. He really had no chance, bro. You know, but he 32. He a warrior. You gotta tip your hat off to Lipinets for taking the fight. When Sean Keith Thurman wouldn't take them type of fights. Danny Garcia would never take that fight. You know, and then, you know, a lot of guys would take that fight. You know, that dude is dangerous. His coordination, hand speed, but how you beat him, push him back. Can't let him keep going forward, you know. Got to cut the ring off. You know, that's just how you got to beat him, to be honest. And to be honest, man, it's going to be tough to beat. If you ain't no pressure fighter, you ain't comfortable stepping to him and cutting the ring off, he going to be a problem. So, he might be what we need in this division. He might be the laxative that we need to flush these old motherfuckers out. Because Sean, if he got to fight Sean can go the other way. No disrespect to Sean. Keith can go the other way. So, you know, at some point, you know, they can't avoid him forever, but you know, I think Alvarez, Custio Clayton, Kyle Velasquez could be some guys that he could fight. Bruce Putin, but Better Boo, whatever his name is, you know. So, I think he needs to fight 3 more times this year if he can. Next year, be ready for a world title. At the end of the year, he could be ready for a world title. But people forget about Ennis, Gary Anton Russell. To me, Gary Anton Russell is the most underrated prospect out there. But Shakur, you got a lot of great fighters out there. Colbert. But Ennis is looking like the real deal because he can punch. You know, that's to separate Ennis from Haney, Ennis from Shakur, Ennis from Colbert. He a bona fide head knocker. And that's what's gonna set Berlanga up. Berlanga apart. Berlanga can fucking punch. You know, that's the difference. When you can punch and get motherfuckers out there, you're gonna get bigger bags, you're gonna get more popular, more fat, faster. Ennis can get guys to fuck up out of there. That's the difference. As far as everybody else, Gary Anton Russell can get people out there, but you know, Al Heyman got something against the Russells because he ain't letting them get his shine on. Get your shine on, but you know, to be honest, it's gonna be interesting moving forward to see how it play out, man. But you know, Ennis took some shots, but he ain't take flood shots today for the most part. He rolled with them, so I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Kind of give you Roy Jones vibes, you know. He don't fight like Roy Jones, just the awkwardness and the irky jerky and the unorthodox style that he fight. You know, it's gonna be tough to get out of there, especially in this division with that range and height. Probably the guys got the best chance versus him is Ortiz out of young guys, Ellis and Taylor Ramirez winner. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out anytime if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request. All my social media links, description. Fast forward, reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Also got a Facebook group, that link's there as well too. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.